Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 2.7 here with the Dawn Pack and Dawn and Onyx's third and final litter. It has been a long winter, and it was a very challenging year last year when Dawn and Onyx lost so many of their puppies to the sicknesses that spread through the forest last year. But thankfully, the hard winter seems to have killed off whatever disease was inside of all of the trees and the grasses and the prey animals from last year. And this year, we're having a fresh start in a whole new area that Dawn and Onyx have never tried having puppies in before, and that is this forest. So this mysterious forest up here, far away from any of the other dens we have ever used with these two, we are up in Aspen Heights, and hopefully this will be the location that they really need to raise a healthy litter for their third and final litter. I know you guys are probably just as nervous as I am that our challenge for this litter of having the stranger wolves from Onyx's brother's pack, the Dark Raven pack, who are down over, is that to the south? Yeah, far to the south inside the forest that are unfortunately kind of close to the summer hunting grounds. They might kidnap our pups this year. So that is the challenge that we have to face while our pups are in the den to begin with. And then of course you guys are going to be voting on a challenge once the pups are old enough to leave the den. And we will be training our puppies up so that they can be strong and healthy wolves to hopefully lead their own side stories in the future. So all right, let's do just a pinch more of hunting, because once we have our pups, we want to be able to get out of the den and we want to be able to start moving towards the summer hunting grounds as quickly as possible, because the longer we spend, now where will this lead us? The longer we spend inside the den, the higher the chances a stranger wolf will appear. And even though Dawn and Onyx don't know it this year, are we upwind or downwind? Alright, this should work. Even though Dawn and Onyx don't know it, as I've mentioned, the Dark Raven pack are looking for puppies. They have had a very hard time having puppies of their own, and so they're looking for wolf pups to steal from surrounding breeding wolf packs. Alright, do we have this, Onyx? Okay, I'm gonna hang on, and then you're gonna give her some good bites, okay? Alright, there we go. Dawn just isn't strong enough, so when she tries to bite and hang on to an elk, it just doesn't seem to stick. Alright, we'll wait and kind of gather up a little bit of our energy. Onyx is actually, I think we will go this long way. We'll kind of head away from all of the forest that the sickness was in last time, and we'll go over towards the meadows and then down to the summer hunting grounds. I think that sounds like a good idea. All right, let's convince Onyx to turn the elk so that we'll have her do— oh no, he got her. All right, well that's okay. Can I get her neck? Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right, and we'll take a little nibble, not too much. There we are. And back to hunting so that we'll have these carcasses to feed on once winter is over. But yeah, you guys should know this by now. The challenge that we have to face with Dawn and Onyx is that their puppies can be stolen if we run into a stranger wolf while we are raising the pups at the den. Once we start walking, I think the puppies will be too old to steal, so we can just change off the stranger wolf as usual. But if one appears at the den, especially if we let our territory markers lapse, then that is when we might have them kidnapped. Oh, Dawn, you've got this. Good job. Wow, that was a really weak elk. So I think Dawn was able to really take it out. But we'll take out the 3 weaker elk, and then we'll go and start claiming our area and getting ready for their final litter. I wonder if, Onyx, are you like reflecting on that it's going to be the final litter between you and Dawn? I mean, they're getting older now. On the one hand, I sort of feel like Dawn and Onyx are at the peak of their life, the peak of their strength. They are stronger than they have ever been before. But it's been a very long time since we have allowed more than 3 litters per wolf. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Like, oh, the crows! Get away from my food, for crying out loud, you crows. But maybe we'll see, guys. What do you think? Depending on how Dawn and Onyx's third litter goes, do you think they should have another litter? I feel like Dawn was very young when they had their first litter, but Onyx, I feel, is a lot older than her and starting to feel it. I don't know. What would happen? Could he— Well, there's a lot of questions. A lot of questions that I think we're facing. All right, let's run this way. And let's chase down this cow elk. There we go. All right, we've got him, Onyx. And let's grab him, grab him, grab him. Come on, come on, come on. All right, good job, Onyx. And yeah, this should be good food. Man, oh, and they're so slow in the snow. That's what it is. The hunting when the snow is out is so nice because it's so much easier to take out the cow elk. All right, is that going to be enough food to really take care of our pups? And I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I think that maybe Dawn is just realizing, like, they don't realize it's their final litter, but maybe Onyx is sort of all of this chasing and running. We seem to always be at the forefront of hunting the elk. Maybe he's starting to feel his age, and I wonder what Dawn thinks about that. So we'll have to see if we're able to successfully raise this litter, because I could imagine her being content, like, all right, that was enough. I have raised some successful pups, and now I will wander the woods with my mate. But if we lose all of these pups, or a lot of them, I wonder if Dawn will feel she needs to go forward and raise another family, because she really would not have left enough of a legacy that the Dawn pack could be strong enough. We've lost a lot of puppies with them, actually. Huh. So I'm kind of curious. If you guys were Dawn, and if Onyx was a little old for this, would you want to have a fourth litter? Oh dear. Oh dear, she's a smart one. Oh, she's literally just leading us in circles around all of her herd. There we go. I love how the bull elk just doesn't care. Huh. So I didn't think about that. I was just so set on like, oh, this is their third and final litter. I mean, if they lose a lot of their puppies, I could see Dawn changing her mind and wanting to have another one. But I wonder if Onyx would be too old or if they would just be at the peak of their strength. So there's some food for thought. And one last cow elk, because the snow hunting is making this so easy today. And the crows are definitely out in force to scavenge off of our kills. And let's chase her towards the den. And let's go claim the den and have our third litter. I guess we shouldn't count our future pups before we even see what their fate might be after all. All right, Onyx, you want to go for a couple of the killing bites? There we go. All right, my dear. Now we're going to my elk, I should say, let's let you stay here and become frozen bones that we can feast on in the spring. So, all right, time to find the den. They are far away from land that they have ever gone to before, roaming a brand new forest. And again, I think that brings Dawn such a sense of optimism. But I wonder if running into his brother and really feeling cornered by a bigger, stronger pack, who at least appears stronger on the surface, would have possibly made Onyx feel a little bit nervous about the future, or nervous about the idea of trying to compete for dominance in this area. Maybe Onyx is feeling, since it's just the two of them and they're not an entire group of like adult wolves the way that some of the surrounding packs are, I wonder if Onyx is feeling that the better solution is to just kind of stay out of their way. And I wonder what the pups will think, being raised around a den that is so surrounded by rocks and trees and mysteries that Dawn has never really looked at before. And speaking of rocks, I think we have found our den. There we go. All right. Challenge number 1 completed. We're going to turn this into our den and hopefully raise a wonderful family here. All right, let's start marking the territory. You know how this goes, Onyx. And the view is fantastic. I think Dawn really likes this den. I mean, imagine seeing the sunrise and the sunset from up here. It's dusk right now, since that's what we rolled today. That is the time of day. If you guys notice, the time of day changes almost every single time that we come and see what kind of adventures we are up to with our wolves, and that's because I do roll a dice to change the difficulty. Today is actually a pretty easy day. Again, giving forward to a little bit of that optimism that the Dawn pack might be feeling right now. And it is also dusk. And I've heard, and don't quote me on this, but I've seen you guys talk about it in the comment section down below. That was just automatic, the comment section down below. But I've seen you guys talk about how in Wolf Quest 3, supposedly, and let me know if this is true or not, but supposedly the time of day will change while you play. So it will go from morning to night to like afternoon, and it'll shift So, oh, there, where are you going there, Onyx? All right, maybe he's feeling a little bit hopeful because it seems like this is going to be a safe area too. But the time of day will change while you play, so it will be a dynamic sense of timing, which I think would be amazing. I'm really looking forward to Wolf Quest 3 for so many reasons, but especially because I think it'll let me tell our stories better than ever before. All right, this part needs some territory marking. The higher we mark our territory, the safer we can keep our pups from the stranger wolves. There we go. All right, we have marked our territory. We have patrolled the perimeter. Stranger wolves are less likely to come into this zone now as long as we keep that territory up high, which is great because then we won't have them be kidnapped, which would be quite the shock to Dawn and Onyx. And now it's time to see what are going to be the puppies of Dawn and Onyx's possibly final and their third litter. All right. Oh, look at another little girl. Just one little girl again. Like, has that happened every litter we have had with them? Oh my gosh. All right. One little girl who is actually going to be named Lily. And then we have 3 little boys who will be named Lynx. I imagine Lynx and Lily, those are probably as twin as you can get in a litter. We'll have to see. And then we have Silver and we have Frost, possibly both named after the beautiful winter woods that we ran through as we found this new den for Dawn and Onyx to make their home. So let's see what our little ones look like. All right, and I'm gonna roll again, a fresh roll. Unfortunately, it's Bring It On. All right, there we go. Frost, no way, you actually turned into a white pup. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that was like a huge coincidence. So Frost and Silver, I guess Silver could have been a white pup too, and it would have been just as exciting. Frost, Silver, and Lynx are now wandering around the den, and look at this. I think that this is actually a den that is so beautiful. I think that Dawn really loves this. Look at the fields behind us. We've got some hungry mouths to feed. We've got puppies. Come on, Silver. Yeah, if you had turned out to be a white pup too, that would have been cool. But I thought we had to be at 200 or 20,000 for a white pup. So that was quite the shock. It's been a very long time since we have had a white wolf in the family. And I wonder if Silver grows up, he might actually be one to study the stars and have dreams of the ancestors again. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up with 2 lines. One line of purely wild wolf who forgets their lineage so often, and another line that just seems to remember things. And who knows? Because those ancestor blessings sometimes come in useful. But honestly, it's a hard life out there. Sometimes we just lose pups. But maybe there's a way to be able to kind of tie in all of the stories that we have had without having to make it about ancestor blessings too. That'll be a fun challenge. All right, Lily, how you doing? Oh my goodness, Frost, you're quite heavy. All right, come on, Lynx. We're gonna feed you guys in just a moment here. I want to make sure you all know to stay at the den because this is a huge area compared to where we normally are. Look at how cute everybody is. Oh my goodness, here, you guys want to play? Yeah, Dawn's still kind of young. Oh, Frost wants to play with us. Come on. Come on, do you guys want to play? Oh, that's so cute. All right, their mom wants to play at least. Lily, where are you going? Come along. Gosh, there's so many of you now. Alright, you stay here too. There we go. And now we can give it a good howl. There! And now they have learned to stay nearby and hopefully stay safe. And I'm going to go and grab a little bit of food for them. And our pups are safe in the den. Hopefully we won't run into any stranger wolves. All we really need to do is focus a lot on being able to keep our territory markings up. And I think Onyx is kind of like looking over his shoulder. Whereas Dawn is feeling like this is the arrival of a new group, a new family, a new litter. She's feeling all that optimism being here in a new place. I feel like Onyx is beginning to feel his age a little bit, and he's feeling a lot more nervous about what kind of things could happen here in this new area and that encounter with a bigger, stronger pack that his brother had. What was that? What an odd noise. And that encounter with the bigger, stronger pack that his brother had just is really has really left a deep mark on him. So we'll have to see what happens with our pups, and we're going to see how keeping the third and possibly the final litter between these two alive is going to go next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.